No one tells you that Forex doesn't just mess with your money, but it can mess with your mind. And I thought I was strong until this market nearly broke me. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why Forex made me literally feel like a total failure. It's going to be honest, transparent, I'm candid in this video. And not many people I've seen have spoken and been this honest about this. So let's get into it. What went wrong? This should be the part where a lot of you can relate. So I remember watching traders. I was at school on Instagram, and I was seeing them on the beach. I was sat at school. I hated school. It was really bad. It was annoying. I just hated being there. It was not. I didn't want to learn the things I was learning. And I remember one day looking on my phone and seeing these people trading from the beach. And it was cold. It was raining. And I remember looking outside, thinking, "I wish I was there. How will I get there?" And a lot of the people in my year were going to uni or getting a job, and I was thinking, well, even if I do that, I'm still going to be in a position where I can't just go to the beach, I can't just live freely. So I thought start learning trading. I saw some people on there, and I started from that point. And I then, when I left school, while I was learning, I got a job at Tesco's, and again, I hated that. And I thought, yeah, I'm making money now, but I'm just trading my time again. I'm still working in a place. I can't leave whenever I want. I can't work the hours I want to work, and I'm not on loads of money. So as the that was my driver, my motivation for getting into trading. I want to break free from that cycle, that rat race, and live with a bit more freedom and make a decent amount of money. But as the years went by, I was improving technically, and that's all I thought I needed. As soon as I understand the theory of how this works, I'll just start making money. But I couldn't understand why I was not consistent. I was learning everything that other apparent consistent traders were learning, and for some reason I wasn't able to do it. And I was thinking, what is it? I know everything that they know. I know why they're buying, why they're selling, why they're entering here. I know all the technicals. So why can't I make it work? I would seek the perfect strategy that doesn't lose because I took it to heart. When I lost, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate, if I lose or you lose, you feel like you did something wrong, that you made a mistake. And we're taught all our lives through school, if you get something wrong, you're in trouble. If you do something wrong at work and that you did and you lost something, you're in trouble. But with trading, it can be completely different. But I would seek the perfect strategy that doesn't lose because I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I associated losing with doing something wrong or bad. But I was forgetting it wasn't. It's me, not the strategy. And this is what I later realized. But I realized it wasn't me. It wasn't the strategy I was learning. It was me. I told everyone I'd make it. I told everyone, and that added a lot more pressure, which again I wouldn't say to people, but I told everyone that I would do it, and this is what I was doing, and everyone kept asking, "How's it going? How's it going?" And when I wasn't doing well, and I wasn't performing well, things catch up with you. So the breaking point, I was 3 years in. All my friends had progressed. They were at uni or they had jobs and they were working their way up. They had money because they were having consistent income for all these years. I was working part time here and there at different jobs. I was obviously doing trading, and I remember getting down to this point, and I was like, What am I doing this for?" All my friends after 3 years had progressed. I was still inconsistent, had little money, made zero progress, and I hadn't really seen any signs of success. It's not like I passed an account. I wasn't doing funding at that point. I might have had a couple of consistent months here and there, but it wasn't a lot of money because I was trading a small account. And I remember thinking, I remember I got to a point where I just started running away rather than trying to improve. I tried to improve for 3 years and not got anywhere, and I started running away because when I went out with my friends, had drinks and caught up with them, had a chat with them, it make you feel like I'm talking about what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be successful. So when I was having drinks and going out with them, I could run away from the realities of putting in the work and digging deep to find out why I'm not successful. And there was one night, it was 2023 in New Year's Eve. I know everyone has these New Year's resolutions and you're going to be a changed person, but I went out to a nightclub. I was out with some friends or friends at the time, and things went bad. I mean, let's put it that way. It all caught up with you with everything that's going on, and you're so far behind, not much money. And I remember sitting there thinking, like, what is my life at this point? I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm so far from the person. I was never completely out of shape, but I was always athletic. And I thought, I'm so far away from the person. I'm drinking, I'm going out, I'm not working as hard as what I'm doing. I'm giving up on my dreams in a way. But if I continue down this path, I'm never going to make it. Anyway, an incident occurred, as you can see. I won't go into too much detail, and that made me reevaluate everything. I sat there and I thought to myself, everyone has these characters that they're going to become, and this I'm going to change for 2024. It was 2023 New Year's, and I thought something has to change. If you guys are getting value from this video and you're liking the honesty, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're at 6K. Let's try and get to 7K. Also, 61% of you are not subscribed. So if you want to help me out, follow my journey. I've been documenting all my funded accounts. I'd appreciate it. Just like, comment, and subscribe. That's all I ask. Also, comment down below your journey and if this video you've found value from. So I woke up the next morning and thought, and I genuinely thought, because a lot of people have these thoughts, but they don't carry on with it after a couple of weeks. But I thought I need to kill the old version of myself. I said to myself, it's do or die. I need to make this work, or I'm going to die trying, and not literally die, but I'll, lose money trying. I'm going to spend money on education. I'm going to spend money on prop firm challenges. I'm going to actually give it my all. And I thought I'm going to start documenting it because I was literally down at rock bottom. So I thought I'm going to start documenting it on this channel, which is why this channel started. I'm going to stick with one strategy, and throughout me documenting my channel, I was changing strategies, but I had in my mind, I need to stick with one strategy and learn from people from where I want to be. So I got back into the old community, started documenting it on this channel, and towards the end of last year and this year, I've just stuck with one strategy. I literally locked in. All I did was go to the gym, go to work, and then do trading. Like literally all the hours I would just put into gym, work, trading. I was still working part-time at that. I'm still working part-time at that point. So I would have multiple days in the week where I'd just focus on trading, hit the gym. And I thought, I need to become the edge outside of trading. Something clicked, and I thought to myself, it's not the strategy, because I'm still trading now the same strategy that I used to trade in 2018, 2019. It was me. I wasn't disciplined. I wasn't focused. I wasn't giving it my all. So I thought to myself, if I can get disciplined outside of trading and the simplest way is going to the gym, doing something you don't want to do every day, but it teaches you long-term gratification, teaches you, the power of long-term gratification and doing things you don't want to do for a bigger cause, for being in shape long-term. You don't get it in one day. But I thought I need to become the edge, and that's what I did. I tried to become as disciplined as I could outside of trading, so then those skills and habits could transfer into my trading. And slowly but surely, through documenting on this channel, which a lot of you guys have seen, and I'm grateful for your support over the last couple of years, towards the end of 2024, we ended up getting an account, a 100k account that I was going to document, and I literally locked in even more for 2025. And this year we finally broke through to consistency. I passed phase 1 of the 100k challenge. I'm very close to passing phase 2, so I'll be very excited to share that. 14% return this year, which has been by far my biggest year statistically. And we're only halfway through the year, so hopefully we can continue on with this momentum. I've only had one negative month. Before, my negative months would be 4%, 5% down. We've been managing the risk perfectly. Just locked into my routine, and I've successfully killed the old version of myself, in the best shape I've ever been in, and just locking in and focusing. So if you guys are down and out and you're struggling, this is my message. Just focus, lock in, get rid of the people that aren't supporting you, and just go all in. And you've got to really want it. And I've still got a long way to go. I'm not talking like some expert. I'm documenting it on this channel, just sharing the breakthroughs and the things that I've had. But I've been there. I know what it's like to have not much money. I know what it's like to be mentally down and out of shape, and physically and mentally. You're just lost with everything. But you can turn it around. In a couple of years, you can turn it around. Even in a couple of months, you can turn it around. So if you guys like this story and you get value from this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.